On today's Have You Heard, we have Carissa Romero on the program with us today. She's trying to bring Celebrate Recovery here to Milligan. So, Carissa, for those who have not heard, what exactly is Celebrate Recovery?
Yeah, so Celebrate Recovery is a 12-step based recovery group, Christ-centered recovery group, that focuses on helping people overcome the hurts, habits, and hang-ups of life. So whether that is drug or alcohol addiction, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, pornography, anything that you might be struggling with, anything that you want to recover from, Celebrate Recovery is a group that can help guide you through that process.
Now, isn't this normally hosted in churches, is that right?
Correct. Celebrate Recovery is typically hosted in churches. Usually a senior pastor or something will oversee the program and is led by other members of the congregation. Bringing it to Milligan is going to be a little bit different. There's only one other campus university that has Celebrate Recovery, and that's Liberty University. So we're trying to get in contact with them more as well, just to see kind of the logistics of how they've worked out the details of bringing Celebrate Recovery to their campus.
So why bring it to Milligan? What is the need?
Yeah, so I'm somebody who struggled with addiction on the college campus, and when I was going through that, I didn't feel like I was safe to talk to anyone. And after I had been about a year recovered, I finally started talking about it and realized from hearing from all these people that I could have been talking about it at any point. I could have been reaching out for help at any point. And so personally, I don't want any student on Milligan's campus to go through what I went through and not be able to get help for it. As well, the reason why I think it's so important to have this program on the college campus rather than just in the church, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, any kind of psychological disorders, a lot of those start in your college years, high school and college years. And so I've heard countless testimonies of people who have struggled with addiction or other issues for 10, 20, 30 years, sometimes more, and are just now getting the help that they need in order to get sober or in order to overcome whatever issue it is that they're struggling with. And I don't think that should be the case. I think if this is where the issue is starting, this is a place where the issue can end as well. And so I think that's why it's so important to bring Celebrate Recovery to the college campus.
Wow. So what is the next step? Where are you at right now in that process? Right
now, we're still kind of seeking approval to start the program here. We're working through the details of what does this look like on campus? Do we function as a campus club? Are we part of campus ministry? It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit different than anything we've had on campus before. So we're really just trying to work out the details of what that looks like. Especially in regards to the campus disciplinary policy in regards to drug and alcohol use. We want to make sure that we're not just punishing people essentially for coming to this group, and that's not our intention at all. This group is meant to be confidential, a place where you can come and share whatever it is that you're struggling with, and it won't leave that space. However, with some of the rules that we have on campus currently, we've got to kind of make a compromise and work around what does this look like specifically for this ministry.
Do you have a timeline right now of when you think this might start, or is that still up in the air?
It's still up in the air right now. I would love if we were able to get started by the beginning of next school year. I think we've got a lot of time this semester to continue working on that, and I think we're making a lot of good steps towards that. So hopefully in the fall of next year.
And for folks that are watching, how can they help out?
Yeah, right now the biggest thing that we need is student involvement. My vision for Celebrate Recovery on campus is for the group to be student-led as much as it can be. So whether you have struggled with alcohol or drugs, depression, anxiety, whatever it is that you've struggled with, if you are in some way recovered or recovering from that issue and feel like you're in a position where you could begin to help others, we would love for you to be involved. As well, if you know students who are currently struggling with issues like this, we would love to get them involved with a group locally. Crossroads Christian Church over in Gray has a Celebrate Recovery that meets every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. And so we would love for students to begin getting involved in other locations until we can bring that to them.
All right, thank you for coming on the program today, Carissa.
Thanks for having me.